Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video I am going to show you how you can change your MAC address in Kali Linux in order to remain anonymous while browsing over the internet or connecting to any new network. So let's see how we can change our MAC address, and if you are new to this channel then do subscribe to this channel and also click on the bell button to receive the notifications of all the new videos from this channel, and I'll be uploading videos related to cybersecurity, tips and tricks and also other news. So do subscribe and let's start with our today's video. So for this we are going to use a built-in function which comes with the Kali Linux, that is the MAC changer. So let me run the MAC changer over here, and you can just run help in order to get the help, and you can see that there are many options provided by the MAC changer. So the MAC changer S gives you the MAC address of your system, so you can get it by two ways, and the first way is just ifconfig, and you're going to get your Ethernet name. Presently I've already changed my address, MAC address, so let me revert it back. So before that let me revert my IP address. So you can see that I have reverted my IP address, and now if I use ifconfig, then you can get my MAC address as C860, and these are the this refers to your MAC address, the present network MAC address. So now how to change this? So for this we are going to use the programmer called as MAC changer, and watch this video till the end because at the last I'm going to give a short tip on this. So wait till the last. So let's get on to the help section. So now you can see that there are various options like the version of the MAC changer. You can use V, and if you use S then it shows you the present MAC address and the permanent MAC address. You cannot change the permanent MAC address, whereas you can just make it others visible that your MAC address is different than your permanent MAC address. So this while you browse over the internet, your actual MAC address remains the same, whereas while others see, they look at a different MAC address. So now you can use -A to set a random vendor MAC of the same kind. Now my MAC address is of the type of this. So the first the section denotes the type of the MAC address vendor type. So you can keep it of the same kind, or even you can set a completely random, you can set a random vendor MAC of any kind. So the entire address will be changed. So you can change your MAC address, and P, if you have changed your MAC address and you want to reset your original MAC address to your original MAC address, so you can just pass P and the network name, so it just resets back to your original permanent MAC address. So now we can use -R to set a fully random MAC, and here's a list of all the known vendors that you can use using the command M. So you can use -M to set your own MAC address which is available. So to check the available MAC addresses, just type the command MAC changer. You're going to press list and you're going to press enter, and you're going to get all the MAC addresses that are present. So you can set it from here. These are the vendor addresses. Then you can set your own. The last three options is your own, so you can use any of the vendor address. Like if you select F8, C678 belongs to K-Fusion, and F8 D0 AC refers to Sony Computer Entertainment Inc. So now let's once again run the MAC changer help. So now we can see that let's see what is our present MAC address and the permanent MAC address. So for that you need to enter the command MAC changer, and you need to pass -S, and you need to pass the, if you are using the wired connection, then Ethernet 0, or else if you're using a Wi-Fi, then you can just pass LAN 0 and you can just enter. So the permanent MAC address never changed. So you can see that C86000 is my present and the permanent MAC address, and the present MAC address is the same as the permanent MAC address. Now if you want, you can just recheck it using the ifconfig, and you can see that both the addresses match over here. So now let's change this into a different random MAC address. So for this you need to pass MAC changer, and you're going to pass the random keyword, and with the since I'm using a wired connection, I'm using Ethernet 0, or you can just use VLAN 0 and you can enter if you're using a Wi-Fi connection. So I'm using Ethernet 0, and you can see that the current MAC address was this as a permanent, and the new MAC address that is obtained is 5684. And now let's check it again. So MAC changer, I'm going to show Ethernet 0, and let's recheck it. So now you can see that the current MAC address is as a new MAC address, and even it will be changed in the ifconfig as well. So ifconfig, so now we can see that your current MAC address is shown over here. So while you browse on the internet, the other people or the internet server gets to know that your MAC address is 56 before this, and whereas your actual MAC address is the highlighted one. So in this way you can hide your system from the network, and that's actually hiding your address from the network. So now I have told you that I'll give you a small tip on how you can use it at last. So it's nothing but you can just change your MAC address every time you reboot the system. For this you're going to run cron tab, and you're going to pass E. So you can see that the file has opened, whereas while you open the file for the first time, you're going to get the option of the different editors that you're going to use. You can use nano editor, so press 1, and you're going to get this. You can set up any thing that you want to run during any time, so you can set it over here. So I'm going to run as reboot. So what I'm going to do is, when the system reboots, I'm going to run the command as MAC changer R and Ethernet 0. So what this does is, let me save this. So now we have changed the cron tab. So what we have done is, now while your system restarts, every time your your MAC address gets changed accordingly, and will be set to a random MAC address every time you restart or start your system. So this was a tip that I wanted to give you at the last. So there is no need for you to every time to run the command MAC changer R and Ethernet 0. So whenever your system restarts, automatically your MAC address will be set to a random address. So now all this in the video. So if you like this video, then do subscribe to this channel, and also click on the bell button to receive the notifications of all the new videos from this channel. Thank you for watching, and also don't forget to like this video, and if you have any doubts, then please let me know it in the comment section.